Hey guys, it's Sunny16 Tarot, and this is gonna be a video, a collective reading on what is a current blockage you have and how do you face it. So the top row shows me what is the situation, and then the bottom row shows me how you're going to handle it, and back of the deck is the prediction. Isn't this fun? So yeah, the top row, the general nature of everything is that you may be a student of some kind, and you don't have to be in university, but if you are, like, okay, cool, claim that it resonates. And if you're someone who's taking some kind of test, if you're going for your LSATs or, I don't know, those kind of tests in the US they have, LSATs or the SATs or something like that. Or if you're applying for a job and you have an agent or anything like that, something where you need a mentor. Your mentor really challenges you, and you've thought that they're out to get you, but they're actually not. And for some of you, I really picked this up when I was first looking at the cards, when I looked at the first row and really just thought about it. The first row tells me that, for example, I had this really specific thing. Like, I knew someone that actually was a teacher assistant for a Harry Potter elective, a Harry Potter creative writing class or whatever. You say whatever you want about Harry Potter and stuff, and yeah. Um, so yeah, specifically, I don't know if you guys like Harry Potter, but I don't really care for Harry Potter, by the way, and I'm not trying to feed the propaganda of it. But anyways, I just don't like J.K. Rowling, but Harry Potter is a very beautiful set of literature, I'll say that. Anyways, the point is I'm trying to make though is that you may know a lot about some piece of media or whatever the class or whatever something was about. You may have come in telling the mentor how much you know, and you have a lot more knowledge than they thought you would, and that's not coming from a condescending place, just that you're a very, very passionate, active person on the very topic you and your mentor are working on. So yeah, if you came in saying, I've read the books, like the Harry Potter books, I've watched the movies, uh, I don't even know why I spoke with J.K. Rowling's mom once. I don't know. I forget what J.K. Rowling's story is, but that's really what I pick up, that you really showed your mentor that you know so much. Like, they were blown away by you and they got really excited. So they started like, what's another word for challenge? Like, that's literally what it is. That's what it comes to. That your professor doesn't want you to fail. They want you to exert yourself some more. And they may be just testing it out, and you may be like, I'm not a lab rat. No, you're not. But you don't want to be bored with what they've taught other students. So I think they're just figuring out a new syllabus, or yeah, and if there's an essay you handed in and the professor gives you like 77% when you're a straight A student, I know how frustrating that can be. And it's not about perfectionism, it's about, like, I literally worked so hard on this. I wrote this paper at least 3 times. I made so many drafts. Like, we all have had a professor like that, where their mark is not actually a reflection of you, but they're not trying to punish you either. And guess what? Spoiler alert, you pass the class. You pass whatever it is. You get whatever internship or whatever paperwork through. You do get what you want in the end. So for those of you who are students, you are passing the class with an A. Like, it will be in the 90s. And for those of you going for a test, like, I do see 92 to 93%, and that's very specific. Some of you, very few of you, are getting 97 on something. Let me give you, if you are a student and you're like young, like if you're like just in college and stuff, you know what I mean? If you just enrolled, if it's your first year or it's your third or last year, anything like that, even your second year. Sorry, I don't know why I didn't say second. Maybe some of you are in your second. But what I want to say here is that yes, there is the professor that really is so stubborn. And then you wonder, is it really that serious? But of course it's serious. I think you're the kind of person who's like, yes, this is so serious, actually. Sorry, I didn't mean to. I'm thinking about students that just want to pass a class and get out. No, I'm talking about like, and there's nothing wrong with that, to be honest, especially in this political climate, economic climate. Like, we're all just trying to get jobs, and some people actually believe your grades don't really do anything for your resume and stuff like that. Because at the end of the day, job recruiters just want to know if you already got the education. Sorry, I don't know why my nail was there. They just want to know if you already got the education. Oh, so what I wanted to say here was like, you're wondering, why do I have to work extra hard on this? And because you're going to be very good at what you do. And this professor is not just thinking about academia success, they really believe that you are going to rise to the top on something. And they don't care if they're right or wrong, they just believe it, they just see it because it's in their vicinity, right? You are one of their best students. I'm gonna cry. You are so smart. You are so smart. And please stop doubting yourself about it with Eight of Swords, like being the whole thing that I see here. Is this Neptune? Neptune and Gemini. No, sorry, I believe it's Mercury? Moon, Mars, Mercury. It's one of them, but it's Gemini sign. Yeah, you are a very, very smart person. And don't get discouraged so much. I know that's easier said than done because you don't even know when you're getting discouraged, but notice once you are starting to be like, I can never do anything right, like catch yourself in those moments. Look, justice, cause and effect, King of Pentacles, this may be the professor, but yeah, you need to get in an authoritative state too. Like, that's the thing, you go like, I know what I know about this thing, why did I only get a 77%? And it's okay to communicate with your professor about it. Because look, we got Six of Wands and Ace of Cups, and you got Ace of Pentacles at the back of your deck. So things are going to rise up. You just have a bump in the road. Thank you so much for watching. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Subscribe. I can never say that properly. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.